Rally mode today. The U.S. Global Jets ETF moving higher, but the group is still down for the year. Delta's leading that space this morning after posting a beat on quarterly results and reinstating their 2025 profit outlook. Earnings call is now underway. Stocks up almost 13%. Our Phil LeBeau talked to Ed Bastian this morning and joins us with more. Hey, Phil.
And, Carl, what we will expect on that call are a number of questions about what's going to happen to capacity after the summer. We talked with Ed Bastian about that earlier this morning. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. You mentioned that they beat on the top and the bottom line. That was the initial pop that you saw in shares before the market, but then it's continued in part because of the company's guidance, not only for the third quarter. As you take a look at the third quarter, expecting to earn between $1.25 and $1.75. The street's at $1.31. For all of 25, remember, they pulled it after the first quarter. They are reinstating it, their guidance, $5.25 to $6.25. The street's at $5.39. Important point here. Remember in January, after they reported their Q4 results and they gave their guidance for the year, they expected to earn at least $7.35 a share. What's changed? Well, the economy class consumer has pulled back. Premium revenue, it still continues to grow. We've talked about this for some time. Delta has been among the leaders in the industry in terms of driving premium revenue growth, up 5% compared to a year ago. But the main cabin, that's where the softness is, down 5% compared to Q2 of 24. Here's Ed Bastian on Squawk Box talking about the state of the consumer and capacity cuts.
The main cabin is down 5%, and that's where you have your most price-sensitive customers. You'll see post mid-August is you'll see industry capacity, particularly in the main cabin domestically, coming down significantly. Delta's doing that. I think all the other airlines are doing to some level that. We actually expect to see domestic seats in the main cabin negative starting in August.
For the industry.
For the industry and Delta.
How much does Delta cut capacity after the summer surge? That remains to be seen, and the call has just begun. We expect some very pointed questions from analysts in terms of saying, okay, what are we talking about? 1%? 2%? We'll relay the information onto you if Delta gets more granular during the conference call. By the way, transatlantic travel remains strong, up 2% relative to where it was a year ago. As you take a look at the other airline stocks, they're all moving higher following this Delta report and the guidance from Delta. Remember, we hear from United next week, and then the week after that, that's when we hear from Alaska, American, Southwest. Bottom line is this, guys. We've talked about this for some time. The economy class consumer, the person who's looking for the bargain basement fare, they've been pulling back for some time. And you see that in the booking patterns. We're seeing that this summer. That's where the softness is when it comes to airline travel.
Yeah, it's just that broader reflection of a bifurcation in consumer appetite to spend right now. Phil, thank you.
Yep.